I'm a South Florida nigga with some South Florida ways. Tryna make $1 out of nothing, that's the way. Baby, you don't need another nigga after me. I'm a South Florida nigga, this how South Florida live. South Florida nigga with some South Florida ways. Tryna make $1 out of nothing, that's the way. Baby, you don't need another nigga after me. I'm a South Florida nigga, this how South Florida live.
Either stand and be your man and clear the path, you a coward. She ain't waiting for no handouts, I'm robbing you proud. Mind gone from this heat wave, fucking let the heat wave. South Florida weather got us tethered to the street play. These city lights got a nigga feeling like it's only right to shine bright despite the trial and tribulations in sight. I feel your pain, I'm from the bottom called Palm Beach County where niggas murking for bounties. It's too real in this field, it's either kill or get killed. But I ain't trying to die, so I'ma let this toolie drip. Watch me screw your top, I'm so fearless. I gotta be the realest that you done heard in a long time. I'm so tired of being humble, time to talk my shit. I'm 10 years in and I'm over not being rich. I'm a South Florida nigga with some South Florida ways. With a South Florida stick and I'ma take it to the grave, nigga.
I'm a South Florida nigga with some South Florida ways. Tryna make $1 out of nothing, that's the way. Baby, you don't need another nigga after me. I'm a South Florida nigga, this how South Florida live. South Florida nigga with some South Florida ways. Tryna make $1 out of nothing, that's the way. Baby, you don't need another nigga after me. I'm a South Florida nigga, that's how South Florida live.
Look, I did it all, you can't just take my shit. I sacrificed for you to play my shit. You think I'm beefing over women, boy, that ain't my bitch. But every time you kiss a girl, you probably taste my dick. Just being honest with you. Welcome to Miami where they killing over panties. New kids up on the block stealing purses while wearing fannies. See, I remember riding rhymes up in the Camry. Just imagine the Haitian eating up grill at the Granny's, nigga. Yeah, cause anything is possible. I can hear my brother now, little nigga, I'm proud of you. I was shackled to the city, ain't no breaking out. Niggas was shooting bricks or selling bricks just to make it out. And I refuse to act stupid for the attention you get. But when you die, you'll be forgotten, don't you ever forget. See, I'll be grinding till I'm sneaking through the gates of heaven. Bitch, I'm Tupac resurrected, always ready, never threatened, yeah.
I'm a South Florida nigga with some South Florida ways. Tryna make $1 out of nothing, that's the way. Baby, you don't need another nigga after me. I'm a South Florida nigga, this how South Florida live. South Florida nigga with some South Florida ways. Tryna make $1 out of nothing, that's the way. Baby, you don't need another nigga after me. I'm a South Florida nigga, this how South Florida live.
Some South Florida way. Tryna make $1 out of nothing, that's the way. Baby, you don't need another nigga after me. I'm a South Florida nigga, that's how South Florida live. South Florida nigga with some South Florida ways. Tryna make $1 out of nothing, that's the way. Baby, you don't need another nigga after me. I'm a South Florida nigga, that's how South Florida live.
Hammer gang. Cause we always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans, my FSU fans, my ACC fans, all college football fans in general. It's gonna be a show today, man. It's a lot to talk about. So let me go ahead and put the link in the description for Polk County Nole so we can get this thing started. It's going to be a crazy, wild show today, folks. Crazy, wild day. Fan base is kind of ripped apart right now. You know, some on this side, some on that side. But we're going to talk about it all today. Nick, what's going on with you, boss? Hurricane Logan in the building. What's going on with your hurricane? What up, my calm, cool, humble guy? What's going on, man? How you doing, boss? We got Hurricane Andrew. What's going on with your boss? CJ in the building. All right, so Polk County knows the link is in the chat. All you got to do is click on it, and we're gonna get the show started. You know, it's a terrible day for Florida State, man. And to be honest with you, it was almost a terrible day for Miami. We got to be real about that. You know, things could have went left, but we held it together. We got the W. It wasn't the prettiest win, but we got it. So I ain't dwelling on it. So like I said, I'm waiting Polk to get in here. so we could get this thing started, baby. Now the Hurricanes 5-1. We 5-1. We got a close win versus Virginia. Now a lot of you guys, including myself, I thought the score would have been a lot higher than that. Now I did see Virginia averaging around 20 points. We held them to 14, so shout out to the defense for that. But I was expecting more on offense, especially the first two plays of the game. I thought that would have set the tone for the game. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Now, first two play of the game, Miami come out. Boom. One pass down to Will Mallory. Big play. Boom. Second play. Touchdown. Hardly in the end zone. So I'm like, okay. So then Virginia also come out and boom. Went down the field. Got a touchdown in the end zone. Now I don't blame Bubba Bolden too much for that touchdown because, he did what he did. That was just a great play by that tight end. He did what he had to do to put that foot in bounds. So it is what it is. 7-7. We kicked a couple field goals and we got a late touchdown by Don Chaney. Basically at the end of the game, 19-14. That game, Virginia had the ball, 30 seconds left because we ran the clock down in 30 seconds before we gave it back to them, and the defense stood up. Now, had they scored at one point we was beating them 7-10, and I'm sitting on the edge of my couch. I'm like, man, we got to score. We got to get some points. We got to build this lead. And, we kept getting in the red zone, settling for field goals, which – by now, Borregales, who was at perfect for the season, last night he was 2 for 3. Not really his fault why he missed that first one, but, the ball was tipped. So it is what it is. Take your time, Pope. Yo, what's going on, Maiden Dade? What's going on with you, boss? Lenore, what's going on with you, man? So, yeah, he was 2 for 3. Missed one, but it was tipped or whatever. But other than that, he came through. So, but what brought me down was kicking field goals. We shouldn't have to settle for kicking field goals. 3 times in the red zone, we settled for field goals. That's 21 points if we scored touchdowns. The score could have been a lot different, but it is what it is. Now, offensive-wise, running game. The running game is struggling. Cameron Harris, I love the guy, but he's struggling. 8 carries for 8 yards. Now, Don Chaney and Jalen Knighton weren't too far up, but they did a little bit better than Cam. Now, I don't know if a lot of you guys have already seen it, but I guess Cam felt disrespected. Cam felt like these guys are getting more snaps than him. I'm not sure. I'm just speculating his tweet because the tweet has been deleted. But what he said is he felt like he's being disrespected. Now, whether he's talking to the coaching staff, the fan base, or whoever it is, because right now, he wasn't specific about who he's feeling disrespectful by or disrespected by. But 3 games. He said 3 games straight. He feel the disrespect. So that's neither here nor there. And unless he says something about it or address it, then it is what it is. He said, hopefully Lashley get a quarterback rollout in the package going forward. Yeah. You know what? What made Virginia so hard to play last night was they got a running quarterback in number 99, which you could put him in as running back or quarterback. Then they had another quarterback. He's a pocket present. I think it's Armstrong. And then they had a regular guy. So they were running 3 quarterbacks. So it's kind of hard to play call for 3 quarterbacks. It's kind of hard, especially when you have 2 of them in at the same time when you don't know what you're going to get. You could have a run play by the quarterback because he's like a running back, number 99. And then he can also throw the ball. So at any given moment, with two quarterbacks in there, you don't know what you get. To plan for scenarios like that, but Miami held it together and we got the win. Our defense outdo all of that, so it is what it is. But a lot of us, we feel disappointed because we was expecting more. We was expecting more offensively. We was expecting, way more, especially after the first drive. Coming out there, 2 plays, touchdown. We was expecting the next couple of drives, might not be 2 plays, but Miami would, drive the ball down the field, score here and there, and, eventually take the game away from Virginia. But it was a close game all the way. At any given point of the game, Virginia could have won this game. I'm just being honest. At any given point, Virginia could have won. We came out with a tough win, and it is what it is. It's a W for us. Let's just say if we would have lost that game, we would have been crying right now. We would have been talking all kind of crazy. But at the end of the day, we got the win. Now, De'Aaron King, I'm going to give De'Aaron King his props. De'Aaron King was phenomenal. He was phenomenal last night. 21 for 30, 322 yards, 1 touchdown. That's the only spot where he lacked. It was a 1 touchdown. He had 14 carries for 28 yards. Now, one of those runs was for a 19-yard run when we was I think it was first and I think it was 2nd and 20, and he picked up 19 yards on the ground. So De'Aaron King was phenomenal. Can't take that from him. Hold on, we got CJ in the back. What's going on with you, CJ?
What's up with it?
What's going on, man? Polk said give him a couple minutes. He in the chat.
Okay.
What's going on with the Miami boy?
What up?
Let's see, we got militant mind. What's going on? He said Cam need to chill. It's a team sport. Yeah, he need to chill for real. Because I mean, if you watch him, basically he's a starter. He's getting the snaps, but he ain't producing. So when you put the younger guys in and they start getting the hot hands, then I mean it is what it is. They're gonna get some more snaps. What I've noticed with Cam is he don't turn the field. If you running left and it ain't working out, he don't try to at least go right or make some kind of adjustment. He's more of a power runner, where he'll try to run over whoever's in front of him, and it's not working out. Yeah, you still here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I had to send the kids to their room since they don't know how to act.
Yeah, I already know.
Yeah, so Cameron Harris, man, he wasn't getting it going. Chaney and Knighton came in and they was doing a little bit better. Not saying that they was doing all that great, but they came in and did a lot better. So when he tweeted that out, we kind of felt like, he's thinking like, they giving these guys more snap than me. Even at one point, Robert Burns came in and had like 3 snaps. So I don't know. Let me ask the chat too. On the Cameron Harris situation, how y'all feeling about Cameron Harris's, performance versus the 2 freshmen? How y'all feel about that? Do y'all think that the 2 freshmen are, producing more and showing more, efficiency than Cameron Harris, or you think Cameron Harris just had a bad game and he'll, bounce back? Let me know how y'all feel. Say Chaney and Knighton look more explosive than Cameron the past few games. Yeah, I totally agree with that. This season, I've put more faith in Cameron Harris, but I've not always been a Cameron Harris fan. I don't know. It's something that I'm waiting for him to do to pull me all the way in 100. I'm behind him, but I'm not. I'm just waiting for that moment to make me say, Cameron is that guy.
I think it's two things for me that's going on with Cam. I think one, his ankle ain't fully injured. I mean, not injured, but fully healed yet. That's number one. That's why you ain't been seeing any cutting capabilities because of the ankle. Two, I think Knighton and Chaney is more built for the spread option. You know, the spread, spread offense. You know what I mean? So they came out of that mostly. Cam has come out of the pro style kind of offense mainly. He's the type of back that's made for the pro style. He can do spread now. Don't get me wrong, but I think he's made more for the pro style kind of running game. That's what I think. But I think the ankle injury is really the main situation why he can't do all the cutting like he used to do and stuff like that. It's not 100%, and he's a competitor, so he's gonna stay on the field and try to play. But he's gonna have to, if he really want to get back to how he was, he's gonna have to sit out a couple games.
He said when the box is loaded, he is struggling, and it seems been happening since Clemson. These teams are loading it up. Yeah, if you look at Virginia's got eight man basically guarding the run. So, I mean, if Chaney and if Chaney and Rooster can, adjust, I'd expect the same from Cameron Harris, being that he's the veteran. But 8 yards on 8 carries, averaging 1 yard a carry, that's not going to get us too far. I understand. Trust me, I understand the issues with the O-line. The O-line has not been great, I'm not going to make an excuse for them. But you got to make adjustment as a running back too. I seen a question last night while I was watching the game on Facebook where somebody said, do any of our running backs know how to switch or turn to the other side of the field? If the right is not working, why run into the blocks and just push forward? Why don't you try to turn the field and go? Because it's sometimes when I look back and I'm like, if he would have just turned and went the other way, he could have made something out of nothing. I don't know if you saw what I was seeing. Did you see any of those kind of moments, CJ?
Who that?
Moments where the running back could have flipped to the other side of the field.
I mean, to be honest with you, it was a slim chance of that happening because the outside was getting pretty much shut down. I mean, that I ain't saying Virginia had the greatest defensive line, but the offensive line they were stacking the box. I mean, what can you do on the outside? It was some cut lays you could have went every now and then, but most of the time we'll get shut down because they were sending the whole thing at her.
Yeah, King for Life. YouTube has updated their policies to where if you're sub to the channel, but the notification bell is not on, most likely they won't send you an alert. They'll just basically let you find out that I'm online, whether it's recommended or you go and check and see that I'm online. So if you're subscribed to the channel, make sure you turn on the post notification bell. Otherwise than that, they're not going to be sending out, notifications. I've been trying to put it in the front of my videos, so if anybody sees them and then they wondering like, hey, do T2Y go live anymore? Do he post videos anymore? Then they'll see that, hey, you got to turn that post notification bell on to get alerted because YouTube's not doing that no more. They're not just going to send it out anymore. They'll probably recommend you 1 or 2 videos, but they won't recommend all of them. So if anybody that watching that subscribe to the channel, make sure you turn on the post notification bell.
But didn't I tell you that we're gonna start the same receivers though?
Yeah, I told you that too. I felt that this week those guys was gonna be the starters, and I told you why. I feel like the competition was gonna put a fire under them, and they was gonna come out and do much better. And what did we get from Mike Hart? 10 catches, 170 yards. What can you ask for?
But I'm saying Hartley had done the same thing last season where he came in. What up, Polk? Hartley did the same thing last season. Had to set a foul on his ass last season, and he did it for 1 game. But it still don't show no consistency.
Like I said, that's where competition comes in. If you put a fire under these guys, letting them know, hey, your position is up for grabs. If you do not perform, your spot will be given to somebody else. Whether you first string, second string, whatever, there's as much talent as yourself behind you. So if you don't get it together, that guy can take your spot. It don't matter about seniority. It don't matter about no favoritism or nothing. When it's competition, it's competition. Next man up. Whoever fits best to win the game, that's who we need in there.
No, you still got the same 3 starting though.
Florida Casey, I'm done with the hype Hurricanes. I still love my team though. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. This victory ain't that great and everything. It kind of make us feel like we're more of an average team than a little bit lower than we thought we were. Because if you look at Pitt versus Notre Dame yesterday, that was a total embarrassment for Pitt. And our game with Pitt was a lot closer. Pitt lost to Notre Dame 48-3. So that kind of, showed that we've been playing a little bit down. We might not be as high as we think we are. But game week in and week out, things happen. Teams play different when they play other teams sometimes. Teams make adjustments from different weeks. So we'll just see going forward. All I can say to Miami is take every game one by one, and then, we'll see where it goes. What's going on with you, Pope?
What up, fellas?
He just cut himself out some kind of way.
Oh, what's going on, CJ?
Oh, man.
There we go.
I think I watched y'all game too. Yesterday.
I don't know why that jump was ridiculous.
Oh man, it's like what you said, man. Y'all need some wide receivers, man. Y'all need to fire Duggins. I've been told you that. Y'all need to fire Duggins. Y'all need to fire his ass.
Like it's time for him to go.
Y'all need to fire him. He was the main reason.
Terrible yesterday.
He was the main reason why we had Cage down there. He was dropping balls like mad, but he go to Georgia, catching everything left and right.
Man, Florida State, man. I ain't betting on y'all no more, man. I am not betting on y'all no more. Now, I ain't put no money on Florida State, but I thought y'all was gonna win that game.
Y'all did too.
Y'all went out there and proved me to be totally wrong.
I think everybody thought they show up a little better than what they showed up, but
Nah, Mr. CJ, I'm glad you're on here right now. Because you were one of the main Hurricanes saying you would take Jordan Travis over De'Aaron King. Do you still feel that same way, sir?
It ain't like King had a better game than Jordan Travis. I'm just gonna be honest.
Whoa! What?
I'm just gonna be honest.
The numbers? Did you make comparisons?
Listen, okay. First of all, them numbers came from wide receiver bubble screens. Okay, first of all, and little short dinky duck passes. But the play, listen. No, you want to speak? Listen. Forget them numbers. Look at how the play game was. Okay. All the passes came from wide receiver bubbles, small slant play. It was one slant play he threw before he got to the middle. Then he threw one deep ball to Hartley. Okay, one mid-range pass. And okay, that was all the ones that he actually threw that had a little distance on. Everything else was either short or he ran the ball or he almost overthrew it out of bounds most of the time. So it ain't like he did a whole better game than Jordan Travis. Jordan Travis just ain't got no damn help.
How many balls did Keene throw down the field? I'm talking 20 yards or more.
To Hartley.
It don't matter to who he threw it to, but he made those passes. And if you look where those passes, half of those receivers, he put it where only our receivers could touch that ball.
Really?
You watching the same game that I was watching?
Really? Okay, how many passes? No. This man threw how many passing yards he got?
322.
And how many touchdowns with the passing yard?
He got one. But guess what? Those 322 yards of passing got us into the red zone. Then we switched to the running game, which was not working.
Well, the running, you got to go to
you can't play the touchdown in the yardage.
Let me ask you a question. I mean, you got to understand, we cannot beat a team just dinking, dunking, and running all goddamn day long. We cannot beat no team like that. Not no good team. We barely got out. We got out. You got to think about it. We got out of there. Bro, we got out of there without we escaped a loss. I'm just gonna call, like I said, if the defense did not hold their ground, we would have lost that game.
We escaped the loss, but you got to give King credit where it's due.
What credit?
He did it.
I can throw short passes all day. I can hit people on a little slant pass and wide receiver bubbles all day.
You got to give the man his credit when it's due.
What credit? What did he do other than throw two passes down the field?
We've been complaining all season about him hitting the deep ball, and he hit it about 10 times that game.
He hit it 10 times.
No credit is given.
He hit the deep ball 10 times that game.
Probably even more than I'm giving him credit for.
Wow. Okay. I could have sworn he was just getting to the playmakers, and they did a jet sweep and all that stuff to get to the playmakers.
Well,
I could have sworn
all them passes that King made.
But at least y'all got playmakers though.
Yeah, exactly.
How many drop balls the dog had yesterday?
Our playmakers showed up yesterday.
Exactly.
Okay, our receivers ain't show up.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's the only difference.
What I'm saying is,
watch the game. Our receivers ain't show up.
I'm saying right
now, without Terry, is Jordan Travis a bust? Don't get me wrong. We got some good running backs, but that's it.
Now let me ask you this: all season you've been hearing us talk about our deep ball, non-existent. The guy go out there yesterday and threw deep balls and put it only where our receivers can get it.
CJ said he only had 2 deep balls. I mean, I had the game on in the background, so I didn't really watch it.
If you watch the game, you see the first 2 passes was deep. We scored the first 2 plays.
I just said that. That's what I said.
And the rest of the game, we was throwing deep balls all day.
They were short plays. And someone was short. They had to come back to him and get flags for him. So they get an offensive interference.
Give De'Aaron King some credit.
What are y'all looking at? Because I don't see this man throwing deep passes accurately. I don't see that. Other than 2 in the first quarter, like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Are you serious? 300 something y'all, you only got 1 touchdown? Like, come on, bro. Everything else is running.
You don't understand when this guy gets us in the red zone because he's been throwing deep balls, and then they switch to the running game, which was not working. That's how we end up with field goals instead of touchdown passes. So him having 1 touchdowns, but when you look at the numbers, he had 322 yards. It don't add up because we was running the ball in the red zone.
And you know why last year got most run plays and bubbles and small dink and dunk plays is because of the fact that he's not confident in Derek King's arm. That's why we run the ball most of the time. Same thing with Jerry Williams. We dink and dunk because of the fact he wasn't confident in his arm.
Like I said, you got to give King credit where it's due, man. I understand you like Perry and you want Perry to start and you think Perry's a better quarterback. But when the man go out there and does his job, give him some credit.
I mean, I get to him. He could be the team that doesn't have a real great defense. He could be the team that has a pretty good defense, but not a great defense or a Clips defense or Alabama defense or a team that really up there right now. Yeah, he can play anybody and win against anybody that don't have those type of defense. Yes, I get to him.
Lenore said Cam not starting anymore.
Yeah, I mean he still ain't healthy.
I mean, the tweet he put it out was basically he felt like the last 3 games he's being disrespected because the younger guys, Chaney and Jalen, has been getting more snaps than him or been, producing more than him. But that's not all them. If they give you the ball first and you can't produce, then they're going to go to the next guy. You had 8 carries.
If they're more productive than what he complaining about.
They make more adjustments to the bad O-line than he does.
I think he put himself in a bad situation. I think he should have just set his ass out them 3 games and healed the ankle up.
What I think he should have did was keep grinding and close your mouth. Stop going to social media with your problems.
He should have set out.
I mean, you got to understand, there are people watching. There's 100 million Hurricane fans subscribe to you on Twitter and all that. So when you put out something, they get notified and they see this. You delete it later don't mean nothing. Somebody's already screenshotted it. It's everywhere.
Matter of fact, I think we were at what 3 or 4 out of what 10 to 12 on third down conversion.
Man,
yeah, I think we only complete like 3 or 4 times out of third down conversions.
All I know is the run game for the past 3 games has been close to non-existent. And Cameron Harris, he's got to step it up. He's the leader. He's the veteran. The younger guys, they making plays. They see it's not working, and they do something different. But Cameron is doing the same thing. And, I mean, he's not breaking that first tackle to do the things that we normally see from him.
Like I said, he needs to sit out them games and get healed up because he can't. All he do is run straight in the gut every time and just run into the pile. That's what he's been doing lately, and it ain't working.
Say can't have a problem not hitting the hole. He like to hit the outside. Yeah, I mean, even when he does hit the try to hit the hole, even if the outside is open, it's not like he bounced. He pull himself back and then go to the outside. He just run up the middle and then try to force whatever he can get. But I mean, like I said, all he got to do, go back to work, put in work. That's it. Stop complaining, because once you start complaining, that's gonna cause drama in the locker room, and then they're gonna start looking at you like, hey, that's the same thing happened with Lingard. You were saying Lingard is running from competition. Don't you dare do this now. Because now it's going to make it look like, competition is here and you're scared.
I'm starting to think there's more to this stuff, man, because like last season, we didn't know what was going on. We were coming up with all these theories about stuff. But then when the truth came out at the end of the season, I think it's kind of the same situation for this season. I think we'll learn at the end of the season what's really going on. Because somebody's going to eventually tell it.
You think it's a bunch of politics going on?
Yeah, I think it's some like I said before. I think there's a lot of favoritism going on for a minute, and I think it's gonna be some more stuff gonna come out at the end of this season like it did last season. He's a great car salesman.
Okay.
At the end of the day, if you're not producing, and then the guy behind you is doing better than you, what you think is gonna happen? If the fans start seeing it, the coaches can see it too. If we can see it clearly, they can see it too.
Oh, not disagreeing on that, but I think that he's still playing through injury, and it's a bad enough injury where he needs to be sitting down and try to heal it back up instead of trying to play. That's what I'm saying.
But my thing is, have they ever came out and said Cameron is injured? Has he ever said, hey, my ankle, my arm, my shoulder, or anything is hurt?
That game
playing.
That game where he got they did a dirty hit on him. What game that was? T2Y. Was it second game? It was first game?
Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville. I think ever since then, because he been running differently ever since. I told you that he been running differently ever since that game. And they said he was all right, and he was in the tub, the pool, water, trying to work out. I don't think he really healed. I think it's bigger than what's been told, because some players do that shit. They'll sit down and play through injury all season and come out at the end of the season. Oh, I had a torn pectoral or a torn ACL or sprained AC, some kind of weird shit at the end of the season. I played through that, and they're gonna say it at the end of the season. And I think he's doing the same thing. Because the way that leg was, that game when they hit him the way he hit him, ain't no way he back healthy. Ain't no way, because that thing looked nasty the way they hit him. His leg like tweaked inside or some shit. I don't know how that was. But I don't think he's back 100% healthy. I think it was a major injury. He just playing through it.
Or maybe the young kid is just better. I mean, they're
better.
I'm on the outside.
I'm not gonna
I mean, from me absorbing everything that's been going on for the past couple of weeks, I think the younger guys got better vision than he do. I think they got better vision.
I can't say that.
They got better acceleration than he does too.
I can't say that either, because we don't see Cam.
He's a more heavy back, and I think that slows his speed.
I think, but we don't see Cam do with his ball carrier vision and his speed. We don't seen it before. And like I said, I still think he just injured. He has a major injury trying to play through it. That's all I think it is. I mean, they don't get wrong. The other tailbacks, they're great. But I just think that he's injured. I think it's a serious injury. He's just trying to play through it.
All right. Yeah, salute to Lenoris.
Yeah, that's what's up, Lenoris. Hey, man. Thank you for coming through, man. Appreciate you, boss.
Oh, he's going to get married. Okay.
Good luck with that.
That's what they saying. Cam don't see the whole. Oh yeah, tonight they dropping the new black uniforms.
We'll
have some new black uniforms. I saw that they tweeted that out earlier. I found it on Twitter. I started following every single thing that has to do with Miami. So I saw that they're gonna drop the new black uniforms tonight.
Go charge
it. You finally get your wish, T2Y.
Yeah, man. So whenever they drop the picture or whatever, I'll put it in the community post or whatever. But most of you guys have probably already seen it. But I'll put it on there for those who haven't seen it or whatever, you know.
Hey, Paul, they said Purdy gonna be starting ever since that Louisville game.
I don't know if he's gonna be starting, but I think they need to start working him in. Again, you can't go to that game and say that. I mean, first of all, that game was entirely on the defense. First of all, you can't look at Travis and say Travis was the problem in that game when we had 25 drops or something like that. So again, if you ain't watching my show last night, I broke down the entire roster. We ain't got no talent in that receiving room
at all.
Man, is Tamari and Terry playing?
No, he's not playing.
Is he injured or is he like opt out?
He just had surgery.
On
his knee.
Oh, he was over.
And apparently he was playing with that at the beginning of the season. So now they said the procedure was only draining fluid off of the knee. So they saying he might come back this year, but Terry not playing.
Nah, if I was him, since this is already a wash season for you guys,
I'd sit out too. Sit out,
let the injury, clear up or whatever, and then come back next season where you could, you'll have a fighting chance.
That's what I'm saying. So without Tamari and Terry, that receiving room looked bad. Terry made at least made the receiving room look average. You know what I'm saying? But got no playmakers. Right. You ain't got no playmakers on the outside. Teams just load the box, and because they know we gonna run. Because we got running backs and we got a quarterback that can run, but teams just gonna load the box on us and dare us to try to. And guys couldn't make catches, and Travis had some good passes yesterday, and guys was just dropping them straight in their hands. Hell, Trouble Purdy should have thrown his first touchdown pass, and he got dropped. So,
It was on the left side, wasn't it? It was a pass to the left. I said it was a pass to the left, wasn't it?
Wide open, Keyshawn Hilton right there, just dropped it straight through his hands.
What was the score? What was the score at halftime?
30-something to 16.
Now, if you was a coach on that team, go in that locker room, what would you say to those guys? From what you've seen in the first half, the problems or the issues that cost the score to be like that. What would you say to those guys?
This is where FSU fans is arguing with me, and that's cool because I'm with it. I don't know what you say to the players. Norvell need to tell Adam Fuller to pack his bags and get the hell on out of here, because that's what I think. How you go into a game against Louisville and T2Y Atwell is not even in your game plan? You don't even account for him.
Yeah.
That dude running free down the whole field. Come on, dog. He wasn't even part of the defensive game plan. Like, they didn't even know where T2Y Atwell was on the field. But, argument I had all that all last night. This is what I was arguing with everybody. So,
all right, OG, take it easy, OG. But I mean, as far as like the past couple games, I mean, the North Carolina game, it seemed like y'all was headed in the right direction, and then this game happened. It's like a total.
They played good defense for one half of football in that North Carolina game. That's it. Our defense has given up 1,000 yards in 2 games.
So y'all couldn't stop the run either.
Yeah, the running back had a field day.
Yeah, like I said, I thought seeing how Louisville couldn't put up no points on Notre Dame, seeing how they've been falling off lately, I thought y'all would have knocked them off. I thought y'all was on the ride with Jordan. I thought things was going in the opposite direction for y'all.
Not when your defensive coach don't have a game plan going into game by game.
You say Gainer, come on down. Or you think you try to flip Gainer from Florida State? Oh my God, man! Linebacker wise, CJ, what was your take on our linebackers yesterday?
So still trying to figure it out again here. I guess I would have been started Brooks and keep Brooks in as much as possible. That's one linebacker I definitely keep in there most of the game. But as far as the outside, you rotate them in all day.
I totally agree with you on that. I think Brooks should have started from the beginning of the season. Like I said, I don't know what they've been seeing in practices and stuff, but when I see Brooks on the field, he seems like he's a lot better than McLeod, to be honest.
Yeah. Sometimes we got these practice warriors. They do great in practice. But when it comes to game time, where you at?
Oh my God. Yellow, man. Stop it.
I ain't paying no attention to Yellow.
Oh my God, man. Yeah, but linebacker wise, it's a week to week thing with us. One week, one guy looks great, then the next week they don't show up like they did the week before, and then we're back to the iffy questions about linebackers.
But Brooks showed consistency about himself. That's why I love about him. He just showed consistency. He come in and play game in, game out, man. Every week get in.
You said what happened to Flag last night?
No comment.
He said there's favoritism starting on McLeod.
And I agree with Florida Kane. I had agreed with him when he said it on Junior Big Dog.
I don't necessarily say that it's favoritism. I just say that some of these guys just work out better in practice. And then when it comes to game times, some guys are, they better under that pressure.
What count more though? Game film or practice film?
To me, game.
Okay then. So if a guy might not practice the best, but if he come out on that game film and he all over the field doing his thing, I mean, that was the issue we had at quarterback. Everybody say James Blackman a great practice player, but the game film don't lie.
Right.
And Jordan Travis supposed to be a bad practice player, but again, the game film don't lie. So sometimes you gotta, that practice. It's easy to practice good sometimes when ain't nobody really coming at you,
And then on top of that, your teammates, and you know what they're gonna do. So I mean,
your team ain't really out there trying to like give it to you like that in practice.
Yeah, I was man. Okay, so Mr. Amari too.
Oh my God, Jesus! I've been saying this for the longest.
Oh my God!
I've been saying this for the longest. We should have been bitched his ass a long time ago because he don't know how to tackle. So you need to bench him until he learn how to damn tackle. I've been saying that for the longest.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it as a joke, but in all entirely, it could be facts. If this was 2021, name and likeliness, where you could get paid for your name and likeliness, where you could do commercials and everything, Amari Carter would be sponsored by Target right now. He would definitely be sponsored by Target. Target would make the best commercial using this, guys. They could pull all his film. Oh, there's a Target right there. There's a Target right there. There's another one right there. We got plenty to choose from. We can make the best looking commercial. Target here, Target there. Now, a lot of people have been trying to break down all the targeting that he's done and say, hey, maybe they picking on him. No. If you constantly doing the same crap that keep getting constantly called on you, make adjustment. Do our coaching staff not see this? Somebody teach this guy, stop leading with your helmet, bro. Stop going after people when they're already down. Leave. Oh. Bro,
the only time,
handle the Amari Carter thing, bro.
The only time I would put Amari Carter in is if we play like Clemson or Alabama, and I want him to take out the quarterback. I mean, just being honest, that's the only time I would want him. Or take out a key player. Not trying to be dirty or nothing, but just saying that's the only time because that's all he's gonna do is target most of the time. And I don't know why they don't never sit him down and just bench him until he actually decides to tackle correctly. Because it's not back in the day when Ray Lewis was playing, or even Jonathan Wilmer was playing because the targeting wasn't in effect then either. Now, if he was there around that time, he'd be one hell of a goddamn safety. But right now, this is not the time.
I said it in my video earlier. If Amari Carter played 20 years ago, he'd be perfect.
Yeah.
We love him. We would think he's the hardest hitter out there, period. We probably would have been comparing him to Sean Taylor.
No, that boy hit.
We probably would have been making comparisons. Probably not as great as Sean Taylor, but we probably would have been putting him in those kind of conversations. But Amari's got to learn, bro. He's got to learn. Don't lead with your helmet. Stop trying to knock people out. Just get the tackle done.
Yep. That's it.
You don't have to. We understand you the hardest hitter on the field. On their team and our team. Mostly every game we play. Against every team. But you ain't gotta try to kill somebody on the field, man. We understand. It is what it is.
He got a real Kellen Winslow mentality. He fucking soldiers. Well, he'll take me, I'm gonna take him out. He got a real mentality.
But what you gotta understand, today's game, that mentality comes with a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah. That
mentality could change it. Oh, it could be 3rd and something, and then next thing you know, we could have had a stop. Oh, now it's 1st and goal.
So my question is like for y'all, because I was surprised the game was as close. You probably already talked about this, but I missed the first part of the show. Why was the game as close as it was?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Miami could not get it going in the red zone. They kept running the ball in the red zone, and our running game was totally non-existent.
They ain't try to throw it?
In
the red zone, no.
See, that's why I keep trying to say it. Tell T2Y. It's the reason why Red Lash is making a lot of run plays and little bubble plays and stuff, because of the fact that he's not totally like trusting that man's arm.
You got a $10 donation from Crazy Kane fan. Carter is messing up his draft staff. Yeah, because if you look at half the games that we played that he could have possibly been in, he's got to sit out 2 quarters.
Yep.
And then game after game, he keep doing the same thing. He's seen the bench more than he's seen the field. And he got to understand another thing too. We got Gervin Hall. We got Bubba Bolden, and we got younger guys that's hungry. So when you do stuff like this, it's hurting you. In the near future, when you need tape for the NFL draft, what they gonna look at? All your targeting. What they gonna look at? Man, thank you for the $10 donation. Crazy Kane fan. That's a touchdown for the channel.
Shout out to Crazy Kane.
Yep.
To me, it sounds like King. To me, it sounds like they don't trust King to make the tight throws in the red zone. Very similar to what going on with Florida State. Well, I don't think they trust Jordan Travis to make those same throws. Stop, man.
Hurricane. Went to Greenblood say how we dropped a spot. We was 12. Now we look at Virginia. Virginia was unranked, losing games, coming into our game, and then we kept it that close. Now the Big 12, not Big 12, the Big 10 started playing. So Michigan, Wisconsin, and all those other guys, they start being a factor. So we got jumped.
That's why I say that we have to run the score up as much as possible, because now Big Ten's in the picture. So if we keep on playing games like this, man, we're gonna keep dropping the spot every time.
And that's what I've been referring to all this season. Like, I like that Nick Saban mentality. At the end of the season, you don't need them saying who have you played and how did you beat them. And then they look at the other teams that played them and say, well, you beat them by 5, but I seen Clemson beat them by 80. So, what makes you any difference from a Notre Dame that beat them by 10 points?
Hell, Clemson was in the dogfight yesterday. To be real, they should drop.
Nah, they ain't gonna drop.
No, they gonna drop.
Syracuse was right there with them for about 3 quarters.
Yeah, and then Syracuse let them pull it off and make the score look better than it really was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, compare that to Bama. We all think Tennessee got a better team than Syracuse, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Bama handled business. Clemson kind of struggled, so I would probably have Bama number 1 if it was me.
Nah, they not gonna put Bama because 2 weeks in a row we saw Tennessee get embarrassed. Georgia beat them.
Still a better team.
Georgia beat them. Then they got embarrassed by Kentucky, 34-7.
And then on top of that, Alabama barely won against Ole Miss.
Yeah, but Bama got to win against Georgia. Clemson ain't got to win on that level.
They looking at only win. They gonna look at for Clemson is the Miami win because Miami was ranked 7 at the time when we lost to Clemson, and we haven't like fell off since then. So it still look good for Clemson.
Because what's called Alabama struggled against Ole Miss and Georgia struggled against Arkansas, so they're gonna look at that included.
But in a couple of weeks or so, these rankings could flip between Alabama and Clemson. And they could go back and forth, but it don't really matter who's number 1, 2, 3, or 4.
No.
At the end of the year, it's whoever wins those conference championships. Yep. So they can all have it right now.
Well, see, I looked at it. I looked at it like this because T2Y, you're gonna agree. You're not gonna agree with me when I say this. Okay, so I was the coordinator. It was Eno's last season, and then we got Lashley this season. But both coordinators had to dumb the offense down because of the offensive line performance and in the wide receivers and the quarterback play. So Lashley doing the same thing. He dumbed the offense down because of the fact that he's not trusting King's arm, and he sees our offensive line. They're not bad like they were last season, but they're not that great either. And then the wide receiver was dropping balls, so he has to make short passes to get it out of his hand fast, and he has to do a lot of running because of the fact is that. Hey, my quarterback might not be able to hit them throws like he needs consistently. So he has to dumb it down. But if he gets a quarterback in there that can throw it or deliver it close enough, he'll open it up. And the same thing Eno did last season, and the same thing Lashley can do this season if he had a quarterback he trusts like that.
Hold on. Now, Dennis, I'm gonna disagree with you on this totally. That was a touchdown. Looking at the replays, everything. Ball hit the cone, the pylon cam, whatever you want to call it. Dude body was not on the ground yet. That was a touchdown. Penn State lost, plain and simple.
I mean, should the game have even been that close against Indiana?
That's another thing too. For Penn State to be as highly ranked as they were, why would they struggle so badly with an Indiana team that's been known to be trash for the past forever?
Was it both of their first game or just Penn State first game?
It was all both of them.
Okay. So they both probably came out there playing sloppy.
I'm just saying, from all the replays I've seen, Dennis, I agree with the call. That was a touchdown. They played it in so many slow motion to the point where I can't see no way of overturning that. Now, who do Florida State play next week?
Thank God we got a bye week.
Yeah, I think we're on a bye week.
Maybe we can figure some shit out.
Hopefully we figure shit out in our bye weeks because bye weeks ain't that great for us.
I hope the preparation is going to be better than what it was last season. Feel like that.
Who y'all play after the bye week? Do you know?
Is it VTech?
North Carolina State, I think.
Yeah, NC State.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull that up in a second. Now you guys got a bye week. What do you expect coming out of the bye week? Do you expect to see the same quarterback, or do you expect Purdy to start coming in more often?
I expect to see the same starter. What I kind of would like to see is, because we stall in the red zone too. If you like to try to put Purdy in some red zone packages, I'd be cool with that. I mean, from what I saw yesterday, Purdy can throw the ball. Purdy threw some good throws yesterday, so I mean, I think you start slowly working him in the mix. But Jordan Travis is still your starter right now. But they need to figure something out on defense, period. It's about the defense on this team.
Yeah, just hope you guys don't go just hope you guys don't go like what's the name? Like Virginia and start playing 3 quarterbacks at the same time.
No, we're not gonna do that. Jordan Travis is still the guy unless he is hurt. This is more about this is about not giving up 3,000 yards. And look at the numbers. Florida State gave up 3,000 yards in that UNC game, Miami game, Notre Dame game. Man, I don't even want to talk about
it. Let me pull up the ACC scores and everything so we can run through those. Oh man, everybody in the chat, if you have not hit the like button yet, please do that for me, please. I really appreciate that.
And how many hits can King keep taking, bro? I just want to know.
King is a warrior, man. King is a warrior. Now I'm not saying he need to be taking, hits like he's doing. What am I doing? I'm sharing the wrong thing.
He got to get down, man. He got to start sliding if he want to preserve himself, man, because that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, King don't
need a lot of hits yesterday.
Not really, but he took the normal. He runs the ball a lot, and he normally don't make it out of bounds. So, but the normal amount. But he hasn't been getting hard hits. But he will throw that body into you.
Yeah, let's say King is tougher than Brevin.
Damn.
Wow. Brevin is injury prone, so
yeah. That's gonna hurt his draft stock.
All right, so we got Clemson, Syracuse.
That game was like 27 to like 21 at one point.
Yeah, pretty much early third quarter.
Hey, I'll be better to take this.
All right. So we got Clemson basically doing what Clemson does. This game started out a little bit more, winnable for Syracuse, but I didn't think Syracuse was going to win it. They looked good for a minute, but, Clemson do what Clemson does, pull off and, got the win like they supposed to. Now, this one, to me, was a surpriser. I thought Pitt would have played a way better game than they did. I thought their defense would have showed up more. Notre Dame basically just had their way with them for 3 quarters, and then they just let the fourth quarter go. But Pitt couldn't get nothing going. Held them to 3 points.
Ain't Pitt missing their quarterback too?
Yeah, Pitt. That's the problem with Pitt too. The whole injury to Pickens. So, I mean, for me, seeing that we played them last week, and it was a lot closer. It was 31-19, and then seeing what Notre Dame do to them, it kind of like, what did Notre Dame do that we didn't do, or that kind of thing. Maybe, their preparation was better. Maybe they watched our game and got a little bit more on how to, beat Pitt. But it is what it is. Notre Dame went out there; they were phenomenal. I hate giving them credit anywhere, anytime, but they did good.
Sometimes matchups just, matchups are better. They probably matched up better with Pitt.
Yeah. And, we already talked about this one. Miami goes out, they get the win, 19-14, 10-7 at half. Then we scored 9 points, basically. The fourth quarter, that was a touchdown. We went for 2. We didn't get it. So we scored 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals. Wow, they only scored 2 touchdowns, and that was basically the difference. But this game could have went either way, to be totally honest. And like I said, King did phenomenal. King 21-30.
At least you can pull out a win when you don't play your best game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then I was
like you said, that game could have went anyway, but y'all found a way to win it. So.
And yeah, like I was telling CJ, 21 for 30, 322 yards, and a touchdown. You got to give him credit. Mike Harley had 10 catches for 170 and a touchdown. And then, we was in the red zone a couple of times where we end up getting those field goals. But those could have been touchdowns if we actually threw the ball. We didn't throw the ball in the red zone. We ran it. And apparently the run was not working. North Carolina, NC State. North Carolina totally dominated this game.
Yeah, they bounced back.
For the whole week, I'm in the ACC trash talk, Facebook groups and stuff like that. The Wolfpack been talking all week. They fans. I didn't even know they fans existed like that. I didn't know they talked that much trash. But literally, they got demolished. And then I've been seeing pictures of people holding up wolves after they went hunting, stuff like that. It's crazy, man. But North Carolina totally handled business. And this was a shocker.
This was a surprise game right here. Yep.
This was a surprise game, and I loved every bit of it. I was like, ESPN was ranking Virginia ahead of us. They were saying in the ACC that it was Clemson, Notre Dame, Virginia Tech, then Miami. So to see them go out there and lose this game to Wake Forest was very refreshing for me. It's like, all right, that gives Virginia Tech the second loss, get them out of the picture of ACC championship contenders, and we can move forward. Now it's only, teams that are being brought up right now, which could totally change if some teams lose here and there. But you got Notre Dame, Clemson, Miami, and North Carolina.
Yeah, I think it's still a 4-team race.
Yeah, so that's what they're talking about now. But it was glad to see Virginia get on out the picture for the moment.
TJ say bring him back.
Yeah, we already talked about that one. Hold on. Let me put him back in there. Let me put the link back in for him. Yeah, the link is in there.
All right, take that shit off the screen now. Let's go. Keep going. Ain't nothing to talk about here. All right.
There you go. Well, yeah, put out that Polk. Leave.
Georgia Tech, Boston College. As we all expected Boston College to win that game, and they did. No surprise there. Man, I don't even have much to say about that.
Yeah, Georgia. I think what's his name got hurt in that game. Jeff Sims, I think, got hurt in that game. So
let me check.
I'm not saying Georgia Tech would have won or nothing, but I think Sims ended up not playing or something. Let
me see if Sergeant AR-10 want to come. Is he in the Sergeant AR-10? I'm not sure if you in the chat, but I'm gonna put the link for you. The link's already in the chat if you're here, but I'm gonna hit them up just to make sure before we do the ACC breakdown and stuff. So we'll run through the other ones before we run through the ACC.
Hey, T2, let me ask you a question. How many rushing attempts we had?
How many rushing attempts?
Yeah.
I'll find it out for you right now. We have 48.
I ran the ball 48 times. Damn.
48 times. We ran the ball more than we threw. You got to give King credit.
Well, you got to. As a quarter,
2 yards.
But as a quarterback, 30 times out of 40 runs.
Now the quarterback threw the ball 30 times.
Exactly.
So we had 18 more rushing plays that was not working.
Now, is that on the O line? Is that on the running backs? What you think?
I mean, as a running back, as our main running back, look at Cameron Harris. 8 carries, 8 yards.
Right.
Then you got Don Chaney, who's a freshman, 10 carries for 43.
I mean, that's still only 4.3 yards a carry.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you got Jalen Knight, 12 carries for 37. So they got more carries than him because they were producing more than him.
I just put it like this, T2Y. Ever since the Clemson game, I think teams done picked up on let's go ahead and flood that box, stop the run, because we know that passing game and all that. That's why I just believe ever since the Clemson game.
Messed up because Harley showed up. Harley showed up. Will Mallory, all those guys showed up and got the key catches that we need to actually keep us in the game, to win the game. So let's move on to the Big 12. So the Big.
I'm just saying, we play NC State right after the bye week. Now watch how NC State send up a blitz and try to make King beat them with his arm. Watch this. Every team is gonna pick up on what Clemson did.
All right, now we got the Big 12. Oklahoma State knocked off Iowa State. You know, we all thought that would have happened. I mean, it was a closer game than, you know, anybody thought. They only won by 3 points.
Because she hit me. She hit me first, so I hit her back.
Y'all give me a second.
Well, yeah, Polk, like I was saying, you see what I'm saying? You see how many rushing attempts we had? He don't do to everybody. I can't hear nobody. Am I?
Yeah.
They might not be able to hear me. TJ, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right.
We had 40 rushing attempts.
I was saying, like,
pass.
Hurricane Millie said y'all only averaged 2.3 yards a carry.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like they wasn't doing a bust out run. I mean, the other running back wasn't doing too much better. They did a little bit better, but you know, it was getting the same kind of outcome a little bit.
When you look at their numbers compared to Cameron Harris's numbers, who are you running with?
I don't think it make a difference who back there because they loading the box up.
Yeah, but when you see them two running and they producing more yardage and they're taking better look at the field and better awareness to pick up better yardage than he is, you're gonna go with them.
Oh, I'm not arguing about who gets the ball. I don't even care who gets the ball as long as they can produce, get it. But my thing is that they gonna load the box up because they know it's gonna be a run. That's what I'm saying. No matter who you put back there, if they load the box up every game just to see if King gonna throw it more, he gonna run it. Then it don't matter who you put back there. They're gonna stop it. They're gonna stop it.
Okay, my thing though, if you loading up, as a team they loading up the box. Your coaches know and your running backs know. Cameron Harris got the same vision that Chaney and Jalen Knighton has. The coaches is telling them the same thing.
Yo.
So if I got Cameron out there giving me 1 yard a carry, and I got him out there giving me 2 to 3 yards a carry, who you gonna go with? You're gonna go with the greater chance to pick up better yardage, to put you in better situations on third down, to actually win this game.
But that's not what I'm talking about. See, I'm talking about the defense. They load in the box and they gonna sit them.
That's what I'm saying, CJ. I understand they load in the box, but the running backs got to make that adjustment. And the two running backs that's freshmen is making better adjustment than Cameron, who is a veteran.
But some of them handoffs, King could have took himself and ran them yards.
But as a quarterback, do you want to hand it off to your running back or do you want to run the ball yourself? If I see that defensive end or that linebacker creeping in to go catch my running back, I'm gonna pull it and run and get those yards. My thing is, most of the time when he hand off the ball to Cameron Harris, if he would have kept the ball himself, he would have got hit the same way. It was in the same exact area, same position. But I seen them; they wasn't motion. They didn't stay still. They motioned inside, and he had open get like the King had open lanes on the outside to run. Some of them handoffs he handed off to Cam or Chaney.
He had some open lanes to run it. He did.
Hurricane Logan said, "What were you watching, bro?" Come on, man.
Go back and look at it. If you think I'm lying, go back and look at it. So them handoffs, he could have took himself a random yards. Go look at it yourself. You can see it.
Handoff, CJ, that Cameron Harris took. As soon as he got the ball, he got hit. If King would have kept the ball, he would have got hit.
But they already made their way towards the running back. That's what I'm saying.
Cameron Harris take those hits when the O-line basically, folded. I'd rather Cameron take the hits because he's a tougher dude than King.
I wish you could pull the video right now and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Pull the video.
If King goes right now, you'll be like, yes, Perry starting.
So what now?
That's why you don't want Cameron to take the hits. You'd rather King take the hits because if King go down, you're gonna be like, yes, Perry starting.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. Don't wish that upon nobody. Nobody. But I'm just saying, he had some opportunities to keep the ball, bro. That's what I'm saying. He just had an opportunity to keep the ball sometimes. That ain't my fault. He don't know how to slide.
Oh man. I mean, like I said, some of those passes, not passes, some of those handoffs that he did, he could have kept it himself. But I didn't see him getting much further than Cameron Harris did on half of those, or even, Chaney or Knighton. I didn't see him getting much further than them.
Hey, I don't know what Hurricane Logan talking about. He know he was riding with Jared Williams when Jared Williams started. So that's all I gotta say.
All right, man. So we got Kansas versus Kansas. Kansas State handled business. Not too much to talk about there. Kansas is 0-5. That was a predictable win. We can move on. Now Oklahoma handled business against TCU. Not much to talk about there either. Spencer Rattler, he had a pretty good game. Similar numbers to King, except for completion rate, and he had one more touchdown. But the yardage wise, 332. King had 322. So similar numbers, given that the Big 12 doesn't even play defense
at all.
Texas handled business, beat Baylor. I think they're trying to keep their coach's job, to be honest with you. Give him enough wins to keep him for another season or so.
That's one program I'm disappointed in.
Texas?
A receiver right there, Tyreek Black. He's out of Michigan. I was hoping I remember transfer portal, but unfortunately he chose Texas. But man, I would have loved to see him at Miami this season, especially the way the receiving is going right now. Then Texas Tech handled West Virginia. Didn't see that happening, but it happened. It's hard to predict the Big 12, to be honest with you. All right, so the Big Ten hopped in yesterday. Friday. They started on Friday with Wisconsin basically knocking off Illinois 45. Saw that happening. If you want some good old linemen, probably want to go up to Wisconsin. Now, Ohio State came out in Ohio State fashion, blew the brakes off Nebraska.
Georgia.
The first half wasn't all that bad, but then it got ugly in the second half.
I bet Georgia missed that quarterback. Ha ha.
And it's funny, Uncle Lou dropped a video during halftime, and he was like, basically saying that, Justin Fields is just what they thought he was. Phenomenal, but Georgia blew that one. Dude was 20 for 21, bro. He only had one pass that wasn't caught.
He probably didn't even play in that second half.
Yeah, he didn't play half of the game. He didn't have to. Crazy, man. And of course, the controversial Indiana, Penn State. Maybe I'm calling it a touchdown because I wanted Penn State to lose so bad. maybe I'm being a little bit biased on that one.
My thing is, you number 8, you shouldn't even be in that position against Indiana.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
But who am I to say my team was in a position like that not the other day and won? I mean, yesterday and won.
You got a suggestion? Gene said FSU need a good defensive coach. Charlie Strong.
Oh, that would be a good fit.
We talked about that last night too.
You said FSU did a Uncle Lou did a video dissing FSU. You did one before the game and after the game. Oh my God! If you take Lou serious, you'll hate him. Oh man! Cause I went on his show and I tried to talk some trash and he ripped me a whole new one.
That's the king of trolling, man. That's the king of trolling.
All right, so Michigan handled business.
This was a little surprising for me.
Yeah, I thought Missouri would have came out stronger. They had a great year last season. They had some good starters coming back. Everything, you know, they were looking phenomenal last season. So
you said Missouri or Minnesota?
I'm
He
sorry.
meant Minnesota.
Oh.
I don't know. For some reason, I always say Missouri when I see Minnesota. Don't know why. It's a habit.
That M.
All these M's and none of them. But yeah, man, Michigan handled business. 21 points in the first quarter, 14 second quarter, and then they settled down in the second half. So game pretty much over.
Man, Michigan gets so much hype for what? I don't know for what.
I mean, this season they got what? How many games to play? Is it 7?
7 more now.
Yeah, only 8 games.
So they ain't got much to prove. Oh man. Michigan State. Now, originally we were supposed to play Michigan State before the whole Corona thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Rutgers is terrible to be honest with you, and they handled them. So I think Miami would have knocked the brakes off on Michigan State, but because I've been looking at their recruiting and everything, they've been having 2 stars for the past 6-7 years. 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars. Don't even look at them no more.
Let me ask you a question. If we played Michigan State before a bye week, you still say we'll crush Michigan?
Before the bye week? Yeah.
No, I'm talking about after the bye week.
Now, you just said before, of course. After the bye week, it depends on how we come out. It depends on how we be honest with you. Now, let's see. Iowa lost to Purdue. Didn't see that one, but hey, it happened.
Dang, Purdue.
Yeah. Came down to the last minute. Quarterback 31 for 50. So that just goes to show you he played the whole game. And nobody seen this one coming.
Damn,
wow.
Nobody saw that one coming.
Wow.
We thought
you need to blow that up right there, yo. You need to supersize that one right there. What? Northwestern?
Last live, I was like, I haven't heard nothing on Northwestern for so long or whatever. I don't even know what they got going on. I'm just gonna pick Maryland. Jeez.
Maryland got the other two, brother. I thought they'd be better than that.
Apparently not.
No, he was on. I think he got in with Alabama.
Oh, we got a $5 donation from Hurricane Middle. From Hurricane Millie, he says, "What's the difference from every team that's winning versus Miami? Their O-line." Yep. Man, we've made improvements in O-line. I'll tell you that much. Because if we had the O-line of last season, King would be in trouble right now. Way more trouble than he already be in. But, thank you, Hurricane Millie, for the $5 donation. Really appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
Oh, speaking about that, you saw how King rolled out to the side and he had tried to throw that ball. He tried to roll out and throw the ball. He laid it on the knee. You know what I'm talking about?
And
he tried to roll out and he was close to the out of bounds line, but he had to try to throw the ball and get rid of it. But his knee was down.
Nah, nobody left us to go to Maryland. He talking about Toa. Toa's little brother left Alabama to go to Maryland. But Miami was in that talk for a minute that he could have ended up going to Miami, but he went to Maryland. Yeah, but nobody left Miami to go to Maryland. If anybody would have left Miami to go to Maryland, I would say Tate Martell.
I forgot all about that guy.
I would say Tate Martell, but no, nobody left Miami to go there.
Why he just didn't stay a wide receiver?
I mean, it wouldn't work out for him this season either. Look at all the competition he had. Okay, so Alabama, 48-17. Any surprise there?
Nope.
Any surprise for you, Polk? Nah, Polk, your mic, we can't hear you.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said no surprise there. I said Pruitt might end up getting fired.
Yep.
They probably, knowing the rest of the SEC, they probably put out a petition to keep him, keep Tennessee out of the mix.
Right.
All right, so Auburn showed up, beat Ole Miss. You know, close game. To me, no surprise there either.
It was a little surprising to me because how close Ole Miss kept with Alabama, but it worked.
I thought Ole Miss do a little better than that.
Yeah.
So here we got the shit bowl. It went down.
This one was kind of surprised to me. I mean, Kentucky whooped Tennessee last week, and then they came out and put up 10 points.
Yeah, I picked Kentucky to win this game because of what they did.
Me too.
But apparently, the whole SEC is just a toss-up.
Sound like our conference.
Yeah, LSU got back.
Yeah, I thought LSU would have won that one. I didn't see them South Carolina beating them. Even though, you know, LSU do look terrible this season compared to last. But let's look forward to next week. Well, for everybody else, you guys don't play this week either.
Well, we got 2 bye weeks.
Yeah, so now we get to sit at home and not watch neither one of our teams play. Watch everybody else. I might have to start rattling up some other fan bases. All right, so we got Clemson versus Boston College. No, I don't even think that's even a question.
I mean, yeah, I'll take Clemson. I think that game might be a little interesting for a little bit, though.
I'm gonna try to have everybody participate in this one.
I want Boston College.
ACC pick. Since, one of our teams is picking, so you know.
I want Boston College to win.
Boston College or Clemson. I know that's not even a question, but Boston College or Clemson.
You ain't hear what CJ just said.
I know he didn't say Boston College.
Say it again, CJ.
I want Boston College to win.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You want them to win.
Yeah, I want them to win. I ain't say they gonna win. I just said I want them to win.
Okay. I thought you said you thought Boston College.
I think that game might be close for a little bit, but
I would like right. Who y'all got in the chat? Boston College or Clemson? Like I said, I know this is not even a real question, but who y'all got? All right, we'll check on that one.
It'd be funny if Boston College upset them now. I'll be surprised.
Uh-oh. Nah, this one's going to be a hard one to predict. But I'm going to take Wake Forest.
I'll take Wake Forest.
Yeah, I'll take
Syracuse.
Let me guess. We thought they had a good game against Clemson.
I think they had a pretty good game. I'll take that upset.
This is the same Syracuse that I saw got beat by Duke. I'm gonna take Wake Forest.
The same Syracuse that just got beat by Liberty last week.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I'm definitely taking Wake Forest.
I'll take Wake
Forest on the money line. Whatever the numbers are when they come up.
If it's on the money line, I'll take Wake Forest, but I'm gonna take Syracuse since I ain't betting no money.
Oh man. Notre Dame, Georgia Tech.
Notre Dame big.
Notre Dame. You know what? I'm gonna take it as a closer game than that. I'm gonna take it as Notre Dame by 10 points.
Where they playing at? Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'll take the Tech.
To beat them?
Yep.
No. All right.
Oh my god.
Hey, Notre Dame had a close game against who? Who that was?
Let me check the chat because I didn't check it.
Notre Dame had a close game in Louisville, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the Tech because Tech beat the shit out of Louisville.
Let me check YouTube to see some of the comments not showing. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, man.
Somebody got to be a difference maker over here. I can't ride with everybody every time.
I feel you. All right, so I'm taking.
Yeah, but that ain't the game to pick.
Yeah, I'm taking Notre Dame. CJ going with Georgia Tech.
Roll with the Tech.
All right, we'll see how that roll out. Virginia Tech versus Louisville.
I'll take Louisville, I guess.
Louisville.
I want to take Virginia Tech, but at the same time, I don't think their defense gonna stop Louisville offense. But then I've been saying that for the last couple of weeks, and then Louisville held what's the name? Notre Dame to 12 points. I don't even know, man. This is a toss up. This is one of those heads or tails kind of game.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with Louisville for the hell of it. Oh, shit bowl.
Duke might lose that. No, but I'll take Duke. I think I'll take Duke.
I'm gonna take Duke just because it's a home game.
Yeah.
Who you got, CJ? Go ahead. Who you got here?
I'm gonna take Duke.
Okay. So you don't think they could pull a Liberty?
No. I'll take Duke.
You know what? I'm gonna take Charlotte for the hell of it. I'm gonna take Charlotte for the hell of it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either.
That's gonna be interesting to see next week.
Hold on, wait. What's Charlotte record is?
2-2.
2-2.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna roll with Charlotte.
You can't be rolling with teams just by that record. That record don't mean nothing.
Also Charlotte.
That record don't mean nothing, especially when they ain't even Division 1. But let's see. And last on that list, North Carolina, Virginia.
I'll take North Carolina.
I'm gonna take Virginia for the upset. If they play North Carolina the way they play us, I don't think North Carolina defense could stand up to them as much as we did. And to be honest with you, Virginia could have beat us yesterday. So I'm gonna take Virginia. We'll see though. I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot of times. So
I don't mind being wrong.
All right, Big 12. We'll get them out the way since their conference is so boring.
Hey.
I'm going Kansas State.
And these games be a toss-up to me. I mean, I guess I'll take Kansas State, but it wouldn't surprise me if West Virginia came out there and put up some points.
Not so fast, my friend. I'm going to take West Virginia.
You think West Virginia going to bounce back on Kansas State?
Yeah. They didn't play West Virginia.
They've been looking great. I ain't going to lie. I'm taking Kansas State. I ain't got no faith in Virginia. Sorry. Iowa State, Kansas.
Oh yeah, I'll take Iowa State right here.
Kansas 0-5, 0-4.
Kansas terrible.
Yeah, I'm going Iowa State. They bounce back this week.
Go with the Tornadoes.
All right, so you got TCU, Baylor, shit bowl.
I'm gonna go. Ooh.
Dang. Dang.
I think man. Give me Baylor. They at home. Yeah, I'll take Baylor.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna flush the toilet with Baylor too.
I don't like I don't like amphibians or whatever, but I gotta go with the bullfrogs.
Okay. All right. We'll see next week. Texas, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State all the way.
I think Texas can pull this one. I'm gonna take Texas.
Oh, not so fast, my friend. Oklahoma State will keep that bandwagon riding. Yes, sir.
All you need is a Lee Corso.
You need the gear on and shit.
Oh my God! And last but not least, another mediocre bowl.
Oh Lord!
Yeah, we'll go Oklahoma.
I'm gonna take Oklahoma. Who you got, CJ?
Get ready to pull your pistols out because Texas Tech's finna blow them out the water in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you crazy.
Oh my God, the entertainment level.
CJ tripping.
Man, you a trip for that. Oh God. Let me see what you got for the Big Ten. Oh man, Maryland, Minnesota. Both of these 0-1 team look to bounce back this week.
I'll take Minnesota.
Minnesota,
Maryland looked terrible. I'll take Minnesota. They only got one game?
Yeah, they only played one so far yesterday.
Oh, that's right. They just started. My bad. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take Maryland. I'm gonna take Minnesota. Maryland got beat too bad.
Yeah, I'll take Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Uncle Vesta.
Okay. Plus, it's in Maryland too. I think the Minnesota's gonna go take a win in their stadium. All right. Showdown of the Michigan teams. Michigan State versus Michigan.
I want Michigan State to win, but I think Michigan gonna win that.
I think Michigan gonna beat the brakes off their ass. I'm gonna take Michigan. I've been, like I said, since we had to play them this schedule, but it didn't happen. I was looking at them a lot, trying to see what they got, what they've been doing over the years. They is pure trash in my eyes. I'm going Michigan.
This ain't 300, so I'm gonna go with the Wolverines.
Purdue, Illinois.
I guess Purdue.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Purdue in the shit bowl too.
Don't know too much about them teams. I'll take Purdue, I guess.
Who you got, CJ?
You gotta roll with the Boilermakers.
All right, so you got Wisconsin, Nebraska.
Wisconsin big.
Yeah, I think Wisconsin. What was it 52-17?
Yeah.
I say Wisconsin beat them big too. Just not that big. Just not 52-17 big. Maybe 38-17.
Okay.
I'll go with that. What about you, CJ?
I love corn, but you gotta get to them Badgers.
You're dumb.
Oh man, let me see you try to pull that off on this one. In Indiana, Rutgers. CJ, you up first.
Hold on, let me see what I gotta. What they playing? Oh, okay.
Don't try to Google their names now.
Okay. I watched a lot of night movies in my days, but right now, since Capitals was originated in Indiana, I'm gonna go with Indiana.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Rutgers.
I'm gonna take. It's hard. This a hard one too, man. Shit.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna take Rutgers.
Rutgers just came out of nowhere with 38 points on whoever they played last week. Whoever they played yesterday. I'm gonna go Indiana just because they rank. That's it. I don't know. Toss up. Nebraska. I was about to say Nebraska. Northwestern, Iowa. I'm gonna say it again this week. I don't know too much about Northwestern, so I'm gonna go with the Hawkeyes.
I'm gonna go with the Hawkeyes too, man. I don't know.
Northwestern pull off a big win on Maryland, but I don't know too much about them. I know Iowa been, decent for the past couple of years, so I'm gonna go with Iowa. What about you, CJ?
I like birds, but you know what? We had to read a lot of books coming up, so I'm going to go Northwestern.
I like birds.
Oh, God. And prime time. Penn State. Penn State got robbed this week, according to everybody except me. Maybe it's because I wanted them to lose, but Penn State, Ohio State. Who y'all got?
I think Penn State bounce back, but they still gonna lose. I got the Buckeyes.
Yeah, I think the Buckeyes too. What I think will happen is it'll be a game all the way to like middle of the third quarter. Then Ohio State just knock them out. What about you, CJ?
I don't like child molesters, but at the same time, I don't like them. I don't like the Buckeyes since they cheated us in championship. But at the same time, I got to ride with that Georgia quarterback. I'm gonna go with the Buckeyes.
Okay. All right. All right. I think that wraps it up for everybody. And let me see where we bounce back in week 10 for the ACC. I won't go through the other teams because that's too far to be going ahead. But Miami will come back versus North Carolina State, and Florida State will come back against Pitt. So y'all got a week off to study Pitt, do whatever, and then we got a week off to basically study North Carolina and do whatever. But we got a Friday night game, prime time.
What y'all think about them Friday night games?
I I don't know if I like them and I don't know if I dislike them. I like them because I get to see us play it before everybody else. You know, kind of get the anxiety out of the way. But at the same time, we don't get. But seeing that we coming off a bye week, it's not a short week for us. So I'll take this Friday one. But you know, regular season where we go week.
Yeah.
Like the bye week, I hate it.
I'm gonna say trap. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Now y'all's have not been determined yet, so you don't know. We don't know when y'all will play. That's pretty much it for those.
You gonna go to the SEC?
Yeah. Oh,
Exactly. SEC for week 9.
Yeah, I forgot about the SEC. They any SEC fans in here? No, they trash. All right, Georgia, Kentucky.
Oh yeah, Georgia should win that one easy.
Georgia will win it too. I ain't even gonna try to troll.
AR ain't even in here, so
They ain't even gonna try to troll. Georgia will take that. They'll bounce back. They'll figure out who their quarterback is. I already told Kirby Smart no, so he'll figure it out. Who you got, CJ?
I don't see Georgia losing until they play Florida, maybe at the most.
Okay. LSU, Auburn.
LSU. I'll take LSU. Auburn could win it, but I don't know. I'll take LSU.
I think Auburn's offense ain't clicking. It shows up whenever they want to show up. I'm gonna take LSU.
I'm telling you, them Tigers been getting the spanking lately, so I'm gonna go with the other damn Tigers here. Auburn.
Let's say you go with the other Tiger. All right, shit bowl. Ole Miss, Vanderbilt.
Ole Miss.
I forgot you gotta laugh whenever you say Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Ole Miss.
I'm gonna load with Lane Kane. Cat, what's his name? Who the head coach here?
Huh?
Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, I'm gonna load the train. You can't go whatever name train.
Alabama, Mississippi State.
Alabama are gonna destroy that.
Yeah, in Tuscaloosa. Definitely taking Alabama. Alabama by 30.
Then I coach better roll that tide.
Oh my God, Arkansas, Texas A&M. I'm going Texas A&M.
You guys gotta go A&M.
Yeah, I don't think they'll slip up with Arkansas. They'll probably slip up somewhere down the line in the season, but I don't think it'll be Arkansas.
Yeah, definitely Texas A&M. That's not even a question.
Is Florida actually gonna play?
Say 7:30.
They keep having more COVID cases from what I hear.
But if they actually do play, I'm gonna take Missouri.
Hey, I mean,
really.
Florida ain't played in a few weeks, so Missouri might be the pick. I mean, I'll take Florida, I guess, but it wouldn't surprise me. Missouri come out there.
I'm gonna take Florida because they're a better team. But if Florida goes to play Missouri and they don't have some of their key players because of their whole COVID situation, I think Missouri on that. But for now, I'm gonna take Florida this week, if they even play the game anyway. We'll see. I'm gonna go with Florida.
Not so fast, my friend. Between Rust,
I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
Between Rust and COVID, I'll take Missouri.
Oh no! You know what? They playing in Gainesville. Florida gonna have 90,000 people in the stands. I'm gonna take Florida. Dan Mullen say he want 90,000 people in the stands, so I'm gonna go with Florida. But no. I changed my mind. Florida don't play good when they got a loud noise, and if they full, then it's gonna be too loud for Dan Mullen.
There you go.
God,
there you go.
I'm gonna flip a coin in the fourth quarter. I'm gonna flip a coin, but nah, seriously, I'm gonna pick Florida. Yeah, I think that wraps it up for everybody. We can run through the NFL since the NFL is playing right now. See what the score is looking like on them. Okay, stop playing with me, ESPN. Let me refresh that since they want to play games. See? Oh, okay. Get right.
Look at them Bucks.
Okay, so we got the Bucks 21, Raiders 10, halftime. Dang. Kansas City over the Broncos. Pretty much 2-minute warning going into halftime. Broncos got the ball on their own 20. Yeah, they ain't getting it. Almost halftime. Dang, Patriots getting murdered.
Is Cam playing?
I think he playing today, yeah.
Newton pass deep to somebody. Yeah, he playing. Jacksonville getting beat by 8. Almost halftime. Okay.
AR ain't want to come on here, man.
AR, man. I got him. When he upload them videos, I'll make sure I hit in his comment section. Be like, damn. Let me make up for the week that you wasn't here on the show. Oh, your birds are ass. Yeah, but damn, 1-6. Sheesh.
They need to keep throwing them games so they can get what's called.
I think Atlanta's secretly going after Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields. That's the only thing I could think of. The Browns beat the Bengals. Browns are sitting at 5-2.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
They still trash.
That's crazy. Oh, Tennessee lost by 3 points.
Pittsburgh undefeated.
Sheesh, sitting at 6-0. Okay. Saints beat the Panthers 3 points. Figures. Jets are 0-7.
Yeah, that's gonna be the first pick right there. The Jets.
Dang, Atlanta. I'm sorry. Sorry, Atlanta. They say they're gonna beat y'all to them, but hey, y'all can get Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Cowboys trash, boy.
Wow. Holy moly.
Now, Jerry Jones, I'm going to go back to this one. Jerry Jones did not give Dak Prescott that money. Prescott get hurt. Now he probably going to franchise him again, not give him no money. But how did you lose to the Washington football team? They don't even have a name.
The Washington football team.
Sound like a replacement team.
Packers beat the Texans. Texans are 1-6. They might be going after Trevor Lawrence too. Might be going after Dabo and Trevor Lawrence.
I mean, they got Deshaun Watson. They don't need to go after Trevor Lawrence. Just give him a coach. Fill the rest of that roster out.
But can you imagine that? Get Trevor Lawrence, have the Deshaun Watson. I mean, have Dabo Sweeney. You pretty much reunite that team.
They should have never got rid of Hopkins.
Facts.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Monday Night Football, I guess. Well, not Monday
Yeah,
night.
Sunday night right now.
Sunday Night Football. Seahawks 5-0. Cardinals 4-2.
I'm surprised the Cardinals 4-2.
You ain't lying.
Oh, man. I'm gonna go with
I'm going
Cardinals.
to Seahawks though.
I'm gonna take the
No,
Cardinals.
definitely.
I'm taking
I'm going with,
Seahawks. Got to get a loss somewhere.
I like Travis Homer.
Then you have. Oh, that was already done. Eagles beat the Giants. Oh, y'all saw that run.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh man, Daniel Jones. That boy was. I ain't gonna lie, he was moving pretty fast. He was moving fast.
He got out of there, but he couldn't control that shit.
That dude tripped on himself. Like literally just was running and just went forward. I don't know. I think he one of them guys that his upper body might be too big for his lower body. So the balance of weight, I don't know, man. That's crazy though. And my Rams Monday Night Football
That
versus.
should be a good game right there.
Yeah, I'm picking my Rams just because I'm biased, and they picked my Rams by 6 too.
Bears 5-1. Wow.
Yeah, let's hope we get that win. Try to make the playoffs. Oh well, that's it for the NFL. Didn't the baseball playoffs wrapped up already?
No, the World Series.
But we'll say it did.
Oh,
It's 2-2. It's tied.
Oh, it's tied.
The Rays might do something.
Don't they go 5?
They go 7 games.
7 games.
Like basketball, yeah.
Okay, so I'll check on that. Yeah, maybe 2 more games from now. Maybe a game after. See.
It's so funny they ain't talking about it. It's so funny they ain't talking about that championship. I just want to let you know that T2Y.
Talking about what championship?
That bubble championship.
Oh, you talking about the championship? Oh man, you still hating on my Lakers, bro?
No, I don't hate on nobody, but I don't like LeBron.
My Lakers got it done. It don't matter
Lakers
if
they sold for LeBron.
it wasn't. We didn't do nothing for LeBron. He was on free agency.
No, but y'all sold though. Y'all sacrificed Kobe for LeBron.
Yeah.
We sell for him. We didn't give up much. We didn't give up nothing for him.
Y'all done forgot all about Kobe now all of a sudden.
Exactly.
I ain't never forgot about Kobe. Unfortunately, when LeBron came to the Lakers, Kobe's already retired. So LeBron was already there. Even when Kobe was still here, LeBron was there. LeBron and Kobe, cool, man. I don't know. It ain't, to me, it's not a competition or, who's better or whatever when it comes to LeBron and Kobe. And they both brought a championship to my team. I'm rocking with Kobe. He brought me 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rocking with LeBron. He just getting started.
No, you ain't getting just getting started. That's it.
All right. When we get CP3, don't say nothing.
It don't matter.
They're already working to get him.
Get Mr. State Farm commercial. Go get him. Get him.
Yeah, I heard they were trying to get rid of CP3.
Yeah, we gonna get him. They going after him.
Who y'all gonna trade for him?
Oh, shit, we got a old ass players that's
You ain't got nobody to trade for him.
We can give him Rondo. We can give up Rondo and a couple more names.
But Rondo help y'all win that championship though.
Hey, Lakers don't care about that. None of these teams don't care about that. If they could get a better player trading on the bench, they'll do that. Me and you had that conversation about what you call it?
Who?
About the Warriors trading their damn near a whole bench just to get
one player.
So they'll do it.
But see, let me ask you a question. So you think CP3 is better than Rondo?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think he's
He's
due for a championship.
They like the same age, ain't they?
No, Chris Paul older than him.
They do. I know. All I know is he's due for a championship.
I'm just saying, Rondo won a
If he
championship
joins
ring
up
before.
with LeBron, like he wanted to join up with Kobe before the league blocked it, he might get a championship. What? Mike? He will get a championship. I'm sorry. He will.
You said it right. No, you said it right the first time out. You said it right the first time. Hey, guess what? Rondo already had a championship ring. Rondo had a championship ring before LeBron. I just want to put that out there. My bad.
My biggest thing is I'm waiting to see where Giannis lands. If he stays,
that's gonna be something. Yeah.
Or he go to Miami, or he even go to the Warriors, because it's a lot of names being tossed around now.
If he go to the Warriors, it's gonna be a wrap.
And I've been hearing some Laker talk.
No, stop.
No, I don't think he'll go
I've been hearing that too.
Y'all don't have nothing. Y'all don't have no way to get Giannis. Y'all traded everything for AD.
All I know is if we end up with Giannis, that's another free championship.
Well, you're not gonna end up with Giannis.
Yeah, I doubt that, but I'm just saying if we do, see, imagine having CP3, Giannis, LeBron James.
Keep dreaming.
That boy dreaming hard.
I'm talking about hard. Don't fire the cloud now, T.
Can we say 5? Can we say 6?
Can we say dreaming?
Can we do what they did in Miami?
I heard you coming to Miami though.
Nah, bro.
I heard Pat Riley talking to him.
I think we'll be fine though. We'll get CP3 and then we'll be all right. We'll have three all.
Let me ask you this: what if Greek Freak come down to Miami, bro, and play with Jim Butler?
Hey, you gotta put.
I like it, but at the same time,
gotta put a team
neither one of them can really shoot like that.
Exactly.
We got hero.
I think in order to be successful, you somewhat got to follow the Kobe and Shaq method. Have a big guy and have a shooter.
That's why, to me, the best situation for Giannis is Golden State.
Yeah,
that team would be nasty. Because Giannis gonna dominate the paint, and you already know what them shooters can do.
Yeah, I was just about to say that he's gonna take that paint over.
Hey man, but anyway, we going on 2 hours. It's been a nice show. We off next week, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably go outside and watch the grass grow for a week. I swear to God, bro, I hate these bye weeks. I hate them with a passion. But yeah, we had a good week, man. We got a ugly win, but a win nonetheless.
At least you got to win.
Yeah, you know. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see Florida lose this week, so I couldn't make a little trolling video for them. But I'll see them next week, which they'll probably win that game. But anyway, that's it for this. Thank everybody for coming through. Thank everybody that hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button already, make sure you do so. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you go over and subscribe to Polk County Nole. Well, your new name. Go ahead, Polk.
It's still Polk over here, but we on 863 Seminole TV. So go over there, hit that like button over there, subscribe to the channel.
And CJ Kane.
CJK87, aka Skip Bayless, aka Drip Bayless,
aka Lee Corso #2.
So make sure you guys, when you subscribe, man, turn on that post notification bell. Like I said, YouTube's not sending out, notifications if you don't have the bell on. They don't want to do the extra work no more. But thank you guys for coming through. Appreciate all the support. Go Canes.
All right, fellas.
All right.
Go Noles, damn it.
All right, y'all. Take it easy.
All right, y'all.
All right.